My guest today.
This sounds so serious.
My guest today is an actor with over 3 decades of experience in front of the camera. She began coaching other actors in 2007 and officially opened the doors of her own acting studio in 2020. Since then, countless students of hers have gone on to have long, lucrative careers in Hollywood, achieving both commercial and critical success. While living in Los Angeles, she booked a role in the smash hit show ER, where she met a young actor named Steve Penis, and Deb urged him to change his stage name. Of course, we now know that man as George Clooney. On December 27th, 1998, Deb became the first person to defeat Bill Goldberg in a wrestling match, ending his streak and winning herself the WCW World Heavyweight Championship title. She can communicate telepathically with dogs under 40 pounds. She created the distracted boyfriend meme, and she devised the ingenious plan that saved 12 boys on a Thai soccer team from drowning in that cave. Joining us today on her 27th birthday is Deb Podowski. Hello, Deb.
Hello. Boy, you nailed that. That was so good.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
Very fitting introduction.
Thanks.
Yeah. No one knew about the Goldberg thing, so.
Yeah, it was really... I was watching it live, and I was like, I don't know who this lady is, but she just fucked up Bill Goldberg
Did you
big
see
time.
those muscles?
Yeah. On you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you made him look like a puny little punk ass.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Goldberg, the beef is still on. Deb will take you out in a heartbeat. And Megan is back for the 3rd time on the podcast.
Wow.
We're doing our own...
I know I didn't get any.
I'll give you... There we go. I'm so sorry. That was supposed to be an applause button, but...
Yeah, it was very delayed, so...
I've got a Seth Rogen laugh if you ever want to cue a joke.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so if you ever feel like you're not getting your due...
Vancouver rep right there.
Yep.
This is the... I don't know how many times I've seen you outside of class, Deb. This kind of feels like when you see your doctor at the grocery store.
Yeah, it's a little weird, isn't it?
And you're like, what are you doing here? You also buy bread? What? Insane.
You have a home?
I thought you lived at the studio.
Yeah.
That's why there's mattresses and pillows and stuff. I thought you slept there with Keith.
Yeah, practically. I should get a full-on pull-out bed for there because I do
Really?
live there, I think. So
You make the loft into a suite.
I could do that.
Oh, like up top where you keep the...
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's a creepy little area. You
It
could
is. It is a creepy.
roll out of bed and break your neck.
I could peer over sometimes and watch you guys from up top.
That'd be good. Let's try to critique us from an eagle eye view. That'd be good. It'd be good to get yelled at from above.
Exactly.
Be better! Where did that come from? What?
Look at the fucking sign.
Jesus? Happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes. Happy sort of turkey, non-turkey people.
Sure.
day
Happy
as well.
tofurkey.
Happy
tofurkey.
I know
Tofurkey
everyone's
day.
eating tofurkey.
Yep.
Yeah. In honor of me.
Vegans.
Turkeys. Yeah. Okay. I did my dumb jokes. I did my dumb intro. Do you have a... Well, a lot of people have questions for you, Deb.
I know. I'm afraid.
Are you afraid?
I'm afraid. I'm a little afraid.
How come?
I don't know.
You want to be good? You want to give good answers?
Well, I think some people are like, try to get back at me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't filter out any of the mean ones.
Oh, of course you didn't.
They're all like, one question is just, how dare she?
Yeah.
And I don't know. You're going to have to explain yourself on that.
So I'm going to try and guess who I think they're from, but I don't know if I'll,
Yeah. Yeah, this is a big revenge show here. But you can have the final word.
I can.
Because I won't have them on the pod.
That's right.
You can eviscerate these fucking crybabies.
That's right. Little wussies.
Yeah, that's right. Keith told you not to swear, so you're on your best behavior.
I know. Fuck.
Shout out to Keith.
Oops.
Oh, there you go. First
Sorry,
F-bomb.
I know.
Sorry, not sorry.
Keith telling me not to swear is like, asking the Pope probably to not pray.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that
Right?
was, yeah.
So I don't know if that will happen.
No, probably not. And I mean, when in Rome as well. Right?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I don't believe that's the end of that expression, Megan. I believe it's do as the Romans do.
Oh, I don't know that.
When in Rome, you do what you gotta
Do
do.
what you gotta do,
Yeah, that's right. I remember that quote from The Godfather, Part 3.
Oh, look, behind you.
What's that? Oh, yeah, that
The
poster.
big, you're bulletproof, but also right beside it, look at that big wasp.
Oh, that's a big wasp. Should I try to let him out? It was the summer of bad audio on Danny Mac's Awful Podcast. Okay, go, buddy. Get out of here.
Oh, you're so kind.
I am, of course. Go. Go. There you go.
No, he's still. Oh, there he goes.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Us vegans are kind to all creatures. I could have actually just whispered to him to leave because I can communicate like you.
Just like the bug whisperer.
Yeah, that's right. The bug whisperer. Yeah. Grasshoppers, locusts, mostly. Yeah. Do we jump into questions right away?
I mean, I guess. Do I need to get ready? Do I have to stretch? Do I have to like?
Yeah.
Is there anything I need to do? But if I
could
stretch,
shotgun a Diet Coke and get really fucking ramped up. Dancers,
let's do it.
Yeah. Well, I have a question.
Okay.
Because I don't think you do, but do you have a name for your students, like a shorthand for like your flock? Because I can offer you one if you don't have one.
Give me one.
So I think you should refer to your students as Little Debbie's Snack Cakes. What do you think of that?
I think Little Debbie Snack Cakes is pretty good. I think I need to have two names though.
Why
The ones
two?
for the ones that she likes, and one for the ones that she doesn't like.
Little Debbie's Snack Cakes and Little Debbie's Shat
Shat
fakes.
cakes?
Shat cakes. You're being a shat cake right now when we're not doing good. Week 1, not off book. You're being a real shat cake.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Week 1, not off book. I love that so much. It's my fave.
Is it true you based your teaching style after J.K. Simmons' character in Whiplash? And if not, why did you throw a folding chair at me during my tracker audition last week? Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Yeah. Right after J.K. Simmons, but no, I did not. But when I watched him, I was like, yeah.
You're like, I wish I could do this.
No,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna let it out.
Okay, I see.
It's okay. It's out there. It's not just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
There was like an explosion of TV shows and movies about acting teachers a few years ago. I feel like Barry came along.
Yeah.
And then weirdly, I feel like Henry Winkler did, or no, was it Michael Douglas did something where he was an acting teacher?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was in Barry, wasn't it? No, that was a different
Henry
one.
Winkler was in Barry, but then there was a different one. There was like 3 or 4 things about all of a sudden acting teachers.
Yeah.
And it is, an interesting. We kind of want to know what our acting teachers are up to. Or were you like, what the fuck is with all the attention on acting teachers right now?
I don't think acting teachers get a lot of attention. So I was like, yeah, cool. Yeah. I think, acting teachers kind of get shoved in the corner a little bit. So.
Yeah. I feel like actors, like big actors I'm hearing, are more and more inclined to like shout out their coaches, shout out their acting teachers. It used to seem so... mysterious how they got so good and how they trained and where they worked. And, there'd be like the big names and the big schools of thought where they said that they would train. But, now more and more, I think it's common for big actors
Jennifer
to talk
Aniston always talks about how she still trains, And, oh, gosh, I always forget his name. And he's one of my favorite actors from White Lotus. What's his name? He did the monologue in White Lotus.
Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel.
No. What's his name?
From which season?
Steve Zahn?
No, the last season. The long monologue.
Yes.
In
Thailand.
Thailand.
He was in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah.
Shit! Everyone listening right now is like, you fucking idiots.
You're losers.
Sam Rockwell.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Best, yeah.
My bag.
Yeah, I don't know if we should feel proud about forgetting Sam
How
Rockwell's
long it
name.
took us to,
But he thanked his coach. Always thanks his coach and refers to it as well. So he's
Who's his coach? Do you know?
No. No.
Wow.
No.
And the cycle of forgetting acting coaches continues.
Yeah, exactly. And on we go.
And on we go.
Doesn't
At
end.
least he thanks her,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Keith wanted to know who you think your first student to win an Oscar is going to be. And
Oh, what a dink.
and will they shout you out? Will they shout you out on the big stage?
I'm not going to say who I think my first actors. I mean, I
We
think
know it's Megan. We know it's going to be Megan.
I think there's a few. I think that will be my first.
But you got to play the game if you want to win an Oscar.
You do.
You got to play the game. You got to go on Fallon and do impressions.
And you got to
You got to shake hands.
You got to promote it. You got to bid it. You got to do all. Everyone thinks you just get nominated. You don't.
No, you got to do the gamut. The gambit. The gamut. The gambit.
You gotta
Run the
play
gamut.
the music again.
Run the
because we're
gamut.
bad.
Run the gamut. I know
Oh my God,
Gambit
do you have
is an
menopause
X-Man.
too? Is that why you can't remember stuff? Or
I
is it
thought
ju-
you were premenopausal. Get your story straight, Deb. Which is it? If anything, this will send you over the edge, this podcast episode.
Yeah.
Megan, you got anything for Deb
Okay,
before
wait,
we
to
get
finish
into
answering
people's
that question,
questions?
though,
Wait, oh yeah,
I do
yeah.
have quite a few that I think, and I think there's like a handful out of 5 of them. I think 2 of them will mention. Definitely 3 won't.
Okay, good. Megan getting her Academy Award. And I also want to thank, what was it? Snack cakes, something to do with...
My manager, Deb Dillstone.
Deb Dillstone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. Deb Dillstone.
Deborah Messing? Was that it? Did I work with Deborah Messing ever? I got a lot of questions. So get ready.
I'm ready.
Your voice is going to be shot by the end of this.
Brought my coffee. I'm ready.
I brought my coffee. It is sweater weather as well.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. Did you see Amy Poehler and Tina Fey were on SNL this
they
weekend?
killed it.
Yeah, Tina Fey did. What's her name?
Oh,
not.
play the music again.
Fuck it. Yeah, every time I can't think of it. Wait, I got another drop. What's this other one? Oh, this is her.
She's really good.
There you go.
That's
it.
Megan knows about that one. Okay. Question number 1.
Oh, no.
Do you think being conventionally attractive is a help or a hindrance? Deb is obviously a beautiful woman who grew up in the age of sexualization of women and a certain look in particular being the common preference. I'd be curious to know her thoughts on conventional attraction versus a unique/interesting look in today's culture.
That's a doozy.
Yeah.
That's actually a great question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said anonymous, but I'm going to shout out Natalie Reyna, who asked that question. on
Yeah.
that one.
Conventional. So is Natalie saying I'm conventionally? Or I have no uniqueness.
However,
Is that what she's saying?
take it in the most insulting way possible,
so
just
Natalie,
to break her heart.
I think I'm unique looking. I don't know.
No, she did say you're she's obviously a beautiful woman. She says there.
I think, I think uniqueness is really important nowadays. I think it's completely changed. I think back then in the 80s, especially when I was in Los Angeles, there was definitely, I will use the word, a conventional type of look that was being sought out, I would say.
What was that? Was it just sort of like the most, whatever, conventionally attractive kind of?
Yeah, like the Charlize Therons, that
Right.
in that sort of vein, if I would say. And then, and I think that's different now. I think it's that, but I think I'm not to take that out of the equation. But I think uniqueness is very, very important nowadays. There's someone I know who's an actress. She's and she has a gap in her teeth, and she's so bloody cute, and she's never going to take that out because it's perfect for her,
Right.
Speaking
of White Lotus, there's
but that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone in Vancouver who has that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, so that's a good question. But I do think I think it's really changed, and I think it's all sort of visions that are working for people these days.
Right. So I guess a good way
Still got to be a good fucking actor.
Yes. More than anything, because Michelle Pfeiffer was on Smartless one of the last few weeks, and Jason Bateman was trying to dance around a question of and compliment her, being like, it's crazy how timelessly beautiful you are while still being mostly respected for how your acting chops.
Yeah.
And I remember I did a scene with an actress one time, and she was complaining that she wasn't getting booked on stuff because she's taller than the lead actress on the show. She looks more like a model than the lead on the show, and she's like, so I can't be their I can't be that part. I can't be the fun best friend. They don't want me next to them or whatever.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for that. I'm not in casting, but I think there's a lot to be said for that, and it does there's definitely some attention around that sort of point of view. But it was probably back in the 80s where Michelle Pfeiffer's were sort of more of what we call the cookie cutter standard, and I don't think it's that anymore, which is kind of nice and interesting.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Question number 2 of 604.
Oh, amazing.
What do we have here?
Get the Diet Coke.
You are extremely busy, always coaching, always teaching classes, and you are often coaching on set as well. Do you feel like you do or have put the careers of your students above your own ever?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I feel
to do that. I chose to do that.
Right.
Like, you know, when I went into this business, you know, I sort of, when I was in LA, I was like, this was just me. I'm not saying other people do this, but I had a certain time limit that if I didn't sort of hit a certain mark that I wanted to by a certain age, that, you know, I was going to focus on helping people get to that mark, you know? And that was sort of my goal when I went into teaching, was that I really wanted to support actors and to achieve their goals, maybe in a way that I didn't. So, yeah, like I won't audition for anything that's not really in Vancouver, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes I do, but it's just one of those things. But yeah, I definitely have put that in front, but that's okay. It was
Okay,
my
that's
choice.
good. No,
Yeah.
so no, you're not like begrudgingly like,
No.
fuck, I gotta meet Danny for this
No.
Sunday morning audition
No.
for this fucking
No, fucking Danny. No, not at all. No,
separate
no.
files.
People
for
have
all
asked me that for a long time. It's like, you know, yeah. I mean, sometimes when I have my own auditions or whatever, and then I'm like, I'll try to like schedule around it. But yeah, no, it's been my choice, and I enjoy it.
Because I mean, Megan, I think you'll agree. There's sometimes where, you know, Deb helps us out, and I know I've definitely felt like, you know, I know she's cutting into her personal time right now to like help me with something.
Oh yeah, especially the last minute ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And we all get auditions where we're like, I need Deb for this one. Like, there's some where I'm like, you know what I mean?
100%.
I'll give her a break this time. But, you know, I think all of us have certain ones that pop up or like, you know, when are you back? If you're like
Yeah.
on vacation.
And I've always really appreciated too, even if it's a time that doesn't work for you, you always offer a suggestion or like a different
Yeah.
time, even if like, you know, you always try to make it work, which
yeah,
is, I've always really appreciated.
I mean, it's the business. If you've been in the business, it's fly by the seat of your pants. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I can't remember, and Keith can attest to this too, because when we've been together for so long. But like when I was an actor and youngins like you, I never really could plan vacations and do things because I was always on callbacks, or I wanted to, you know, be around for the callback, or because we were live at the time. We weren't like digital like you guys. You guys are
Right.
spoiled now. But you know, I had the fax machine with the paper would roll up.
And now, what is a fax machine,
Exactly,
Deb?
exactly. It's my point.
Speaking in code
So
here.
yeah, like it's kind of just been part of my blood.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it tough to have the, you know, constant availability that an actor requires when you are in a relationship with someone who is not in the film industry? Because I think a lot of us have been there before, and like you say, like hey, it's tough to plan a trip when you might have a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, you know, you do need somebody who understands and is part of that and understands that part of you, because it's, you know, I always remember, not so much now, but my brother would be like, you're a fucking actor. It doesn't mean, yeah, it's so easy. And because he's a lawyer, right? But now that he sort of saw how my life was and the sacrifices and what I went through, then he kind of is like, okay, I get it now. But, you know, you do need to find someone who understands that. It definitely can be a problem. I think that's why actors date actors, but then that's also an issue too.
Yeah.
I'll just keep my mouth shut on that one.
That seems like a mess.
Play something on that so we just forget about it. There we go.
But, you know, those relationships historically work out wonderfully 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I want to ask this one? What do you think's the best work you've ever done as an actor?
As an actor?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Guy, you're walking home. Someone pulls a gun on you, gun to your head. They say, listen, lady, you better emotionally affect me with one of your performances from your past or you're done for. And then you go, okay, watch this.
Do you know?
This is a very likely scenario, by the way. So all actors should
I've
have
been
their
in this
demo.
business so long that I can't even remember half the shit I've done.
I can pull up your IMDb. That's what I usually do.
I really loved something I did on a show that I don't even know you can find anymore on Murphy's Law, which was when I first
I
started
remember
out.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, I really loved that role.
Was that the prequel to Murphy's Brown? That show with Candace.
Yeah, I wish. That's how old I am. I also enjoyed. Actually, recently, I really enjoyed some of the stuff I did on Happy Face because it was a really sort of grounded, crazy.
Those sides were good.
Character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I loved Beggars and Choosers, which was a series out there. It was really fun. It was like witty humor. I loved the character on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I kind of liked everything that I've been able to do. There's a few I'd like to forget about, though.
What? Deb was on an episode of 21 Jump Street.
Oh, I like
Oh
that
my
episode,
God.
though. Hey, and good story. When I worked on The Professor, which was with Johnny Depp.
So you've
as
worked
well.
with him twice now.
Twice, yeah.
Heyo.
So him and Danny Houston were in the scene, and Johnny Depp was there, and I had to like spar with him in the scene, and he kept changing his lines, and then it was a whole thing. Anyway, but you know.
You
Johnny
mean to
Depp.
tell me Johnny
Classic
Depp
Johnny
is
Depp.
eccentric to work
No
with?
way.
And I'm like, oh, I can't even memorize my own lines. How am I going to memorize his lines? And then they had to do my coverage after. Anyway, it was pretty fun. But I went up to him after. I'm like, I did an episode of 21 Jump Street with you. He's like, really? Which one? And I pulled it up because I had it on YouTube. It was about the burning books. It was this sort of religious one. And I was hitting on him and putting my hand on his knee and all this stuff. And I showed him the clip.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was like, oh, I remember that. He goes, that's when I wanted to get off the show. I'm like, because of me? You know, he's like, no. Anyway, we had a good laugh about that. But yeah, we watched the clip together. It was pretty fun.
That is
It was pretty
cool.
fun. He was very nice.
And so he would have been major, huge, big deal Johnny Depp megastar by this point.
Yeah. So the Professor I shot 5 years ago.
So-
Whenever it was just recently.
So the post-Pirates.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool to go full circle with him and show him the picture. And
That is cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
That's adorable.
2 times Johnny
so
Depp.
sweet.
Thank you.
Johnny Depp. That's twice more than I'll get.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Why do you think there's so many dancers in your scene study class? Someone asked me
Oh
this.
my
I'm
God,
like,
that's
is
a
there?
good-
And then I
there
thought
is.
about it.
In the Tuesday
Tons.
class,
Just all of them.
It's because it's all word of mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you get a couple in and they enjoy and they start booking and then they tell someone and they tell 2 friends and so on and so on and so on. And I
Right.
think that's fantastic.
There should be more actors in dance class. That's what I say.
There should not be.
No, there actually should be.
No,
Get
there
in
should
tune
be.
with your body.
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty klutzy. It was boxing or dancing for me. And I was just like looking for any excuse to do boxing instead of dancing for an extracurricular.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, I'll do a little boxing. And then I did it for 2 years and never learned to dance still. And
I
should
love my
probably go back
dancers
into
in my
it.
scene study. They're great. 'Cause
Yeah?
they know how to train just like athletes. I love training athletes.
They
I love
are great.
I love training anybody who's been an athlete of any sort because they have a certain way of training and they understand the dedication that it needs and they understand the routine and they understand it's like my favorite thing to do and they get it and they get that they don't mind having the hard critique because they're used to it from all of their rehearsals and all of their it's like a different. I get excited when I can train somebody who comes from a different sort of either dance or athletic background because it's just they get it.
They're used to training.
They're used to
on
training.
Their own.
They don't have
They're
to
used
bust their ass.
Yeah.
They know they have to. They have to like exercise, rehearse, and do all kinds of things to get to where they need to get to. It's not just like come in, do your lines, and then fucking chill for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't. You know. So it's it's kind of goes together, and I wish more actors who aren't maybe athletes or or dancers would understand that. Yeah,
I'm not very athletic. That's that's unfortunate.
Danny, you're very athletic, Danny.
Sure.
You're a dodgeball king.
That's right, actually. And we only lost once so far this season. So
there,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
There you go.
She's really really good.
At dodgeball. Let's see here. Is this even a good question? Let's see.
I would love to play dodgeball. I love dodgeball.
It is
I'd love to
fucking-
throw it at people's heads.
Dude, it's the
Dodgeball's
real
so
deal
fun.
out there.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Megan, you should come sub one week.
I would love to.
Okay. It
Such
might
a
actually be
blast.
closer to where you live.
Where is it?
I don't. They're like just like gyms on the deep east side.
Okay.
We used,
So it's
we
probably
used to play
better.
that in elementary school.
Yeah.
And we used to like ram that ball at people we hated.
Oh, hell
it's
yeah.
so-
Fucking slam that thing.
Yeah.
In, you know what I mean?
It's a great.
Yes.
Yeah. Let the let out a little
Yeah.
I feel like it's because I play soccer, so I feel like it's just soccer but with your hands.
bit. Yeah.
We should do Maybe we should do dodgeball warm up in acting class.
Oh
We
yeah,
should.
we should give Deb one of those big
Yeah.
rubber ones that make that
Yeah.
great noise when
Just
it.
to get it all out at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be good. Peg Megan in the face with a dodgeball.
Put Phoebe just by herself against the wall.
Yeah.
Everyone just
Protect your neck,
the ball.
Phoebes.
poor Phoebe.
I don't know. Biggest mistake you see new actors making? That's a very vague question, but I bet you have an answer for it.
Yeah. Not training.
Not training.
Thinking it's about social media.
I wanted to ask you about social media. Do you think that there is? I see actors really like sweat it over the importance of their social media.
Yeah, it's important. It's a thing for sure. But it's
Definitely.
not. Just,
But it's like the third most important thing. Or
it's not. What I meant by that was like doing social media, and not doing anything else.
Right.
So I think that's the mistake.
Yeah.
And then also I think new actors think it's going to happen fast. Right, Megan?
Yep.
Yeah, you know that.
It doesn't happen fast.
It doesn't. And and then they start to like blame other people, their agents or, acting coaches or whatever it may be because they haven't, and they've taken maybe 4 classes or something.
yeah, that sucks. How?
But even if you are taking class, it just doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
It's an 18-year success.
And you have to learn patience on your own. It's,
You do.
It's really
That's
splash
actually
of
part
cold
of
water.
being an actor is patience, perseverance. It's being able to take criticism. It's being able to find that tough skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's being able to how do you recover when you get the bad news as well as how do you recover after you've had the good news,
Right.
It's both. It's really both. And it's definitely, again, you go back to being an athlete, like, when you go into the championship game and you win or you don't win, what happens next?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
These are good
Insightful
answers.
words. Yeah, this is really good.
This is good, Megan. This is.
I'm just happy to be here listening.
best
I don't even need to say anything.
Megan, feel free to chime in whenever. I'm doing a lot of the lifting
I'm
here.
enthralled.
It's okay. All right, here's a fun one. I want you to name 3 of your favorite actors historically known for their work in drama, and then 3 historically known for their work in comedy. Just give us 3 names who you really like, dramatic actors and comedic actors. Doesn't have to be your all-timer, just first come to mind.
Well, Gene Hackman.
Hackman, very good.
Yeah. My biggest crush of all time, who just recently left us, Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Like, hall pass, please.
Yeah.
It's too late now.
I just watched The Natural the other day. Yeah, so
like,
charming.
Yeah.
I like when he's playing a 17-year-old version of himself in the
Yeah.
opening scene. I'm like, we could have found, like, Brad Pitt's probably, 12 here. We could have shipped Brad in for his first big role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I think, well, obviously Meryl's always going to be one, Meryl Streep. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's just everything,
Gosh, she could be on the comedy list easily.
Yeah, and Diane Keaton too, who
Yeah.
just passed. Like those are, but if we're talking more maybe contemporary and newer, I mean, that's hard. Like it's definitely definitely hard to think about the newer sort of group of people coming up that we have. But Charlie Hunnam is really great.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. I'm a definitely an Aniston fan.
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always loved her.
Yeah. Woodard. Alfred Woodard?
Alfred Woodward.
No. What's her name?
Alfred Woodard?
Yeah, Woodard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah,
Woodard.
she's amazing.
Yeah, she's so good. And
And who are your comedy?
Zoe Saldana is really good too.
Yeah.
Comedy?
I like how Zoe Saldana is like, Sigourney Weaver was like the sci-fi queen, and then Zoe Saldana's like, I will now be the one who's in every sci-fi movie ever.
Pass the baton.
Yeah, I will be in space for 90% of my roles. Thank you.
And be green or blue.
Comedy's tough, man. Tough one for me because I love my Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I knew Will Ferrell was going to be on your list.
I do. I love Will Ferrell. There's something about him that I don't know. Him and Anchorman, like
yeah, all time
Anchorman. I do love my Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I think there's something about Jim Carrey that is timeless.
Yeah. I think he inspired a huge age range of people to get into acting. Just an enormous amount of people were influenced by him, whether they remember it or not.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about back in the day, with Dick Van Dykes, and you think about, Three's Company, that I don't know if you guys know Three's Company, but Ritter on Three's Company, right? He started
John
that.
Ritter?
John Ritter started that, right? And he was the physical comedy genius of all time, and then Carey kind of came up after him, and so those are always embedded in my brain. And then of course Lucille Ball.
Yeah,
she was a bit of a comedic genius. But for more recent, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. Great picks.
Yeah.
Great picks. Megan, who are the TikTok stars you think are the funniest people today?
I'm not even on TikTok.
YouTube, Megan?
YouTube stars? Oh my gosh.
She's a big iShowSpeed fan. KSI. These are names of people. What do you think the next 10 years looks like in the industry? What are going to be the big changes in the next 10 years that you foresee coming down the pipeline?
That's a tough one because I don't know. It's so like tempered right now. It's like we're on this sort of pendulum. Yeah. And it could go either way.
AI is like just on everyone's mind.
AI is on everyone's mind. I think that's going to be an issue, but I also think with AI, I don't know about you, Danny, and I don't know about you, Megan, but when we're watching a show and we're like, oh, this is pretty good in the first 20 minutes, and then it drops off after 30 minutes, it's an AI movie.
It's just like...
It's someone fucking shoved that shit into a computer because there's like, the plot just goes. Like, you can tell a lot, So I don't know how much that's going to hold up. I don't know. Yeah. I do think there's going to be a big fight for indies.
Cool.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of talk about that.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Maybe it'll resurge it. You're the indie guy. Danny, do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay.
Bulletproof 10, please.
I'll be the next
I have
A24.
a question for Deb.
Oh.
On the topic of movies, what's
your favorite movie?
No.
Sorry, can't go.
So mean.
You can't see, but I'm glaring at Danny right now.
He's shooting me crazy.
Daddy got the side eye.
Yeah,
is it Camp Rock 1 or Camp Rock 2?
Or Camp Rock 3 that hasn't come out yet.
No, not yet.
No, just on the topic of that, is there any movies that you've seen recently that you've really enjoyed? Because I know there's been a lot of really good ones coming out recently too.
You think I can remember this stuff? Jesus. Yeah, we actually watched a funny movie the other night called Adulthood. Alex Winter from Bill and Ted's Greatest Adventure. What do you call it? He wrote it.
Oh, really?
And Josh Gad's in it. And
I love Josh Gad.
You would love it, Danny.
I've seen the advertisements.
Yeah,
for it.
because of your crazy mind. It just goes down this rabbit hole, which is kind of it's sort of be like a metaphor for what life happens, and adulthood happens. Anyway, it's pretty funny.
It's a feature? It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a feature. Yeah. It's a feature.
Good.
But I haven't seen the one with DiCaprio yet, so... Yeah.
I just saw it.
Yeah. Is it good?
It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really good? Yeah, we're going to go see that. We watched Old Henry.
Old Henry's great.
It's a good Western.
I got goosebumps.
Love Westerns, yeah.
Yeah, it was so well done.
Yeah.
It was just such a great movie.
That actor was on what's that podcast? It's that Peter Rinaldi one. Whatever. Square one, scene one, back to one, whatever. And he
sound
talked
like
about
me.
that.
Are you in my meds?
You think...
Do the sound.
He's taking my meds.
Which, there we go. And so funny I don't edit this podcast because it requires so much editing if I wanted it to be even sort of good ever. Do you think acting is a skill that can be taught? To what degree do you think that acting requires a raw level of talent, innate talent?
I think that's actually a good question. People ask me that all the time, and I have two answers for that.
Okay.
So I had an actor a long time ago, and Sachin Sahil can agree with me on this, if everyone knows who Sachin is, but we talk about it all the time, who came in and we're like, oh no. He came into the class. He's like, what are you going to do with this person? And I'm like, you know what? Let's just see. And that person ended up booking a gig and doing some great stuff. And so, took some time, but like worked hard. And
so they were quite raw when they came in.
Yeah. And I was like, oh God, why? But they worked really hard. And I've had that quite a few times where someone's just like coming in because they want to do public speaking or something, and they're nervous and, or they just want to, venture out or whatever. And then they become actors. It's happened a numerous amount of times, but those people have had to work very hard to do that.
Right.
I think for the longevity I think innately there has to be something in there in that person to really, because it's not just about acting. It's about confidence. It's about swag. It's about sort of the Teflon. It's about more than just, I think, learning the skill.
Right.
And I think if someone has all those qualities or understands them and is willing to do that, and the sacrifice and the perseverance, then, that's where the longevity comes in.
Yeah.
And then, of course, if you have a certain swag, definitely. Curtis
Swag.
Lum. If any of you know Curtis Lum, if he's out there, you
Swagged
can hear him.
out.
Mr. Swag. When he came to him, I'm like
Professor Riz.
no kidding. When he came to him, like, you're gonna do just fine because you've got so much swag. Like, there's nobody who has that kid's like unbelievable.
He's
not a
swagged
kid
out
anymore, but to me, he's a kid.
He's a kid. Well, I'll be your kids. Okay, let's get into hyper specific, not just Canadian actor, but Vancouver actor questions. How many, I'm sure you've got this a million times. Actor comes to you, they're like, fuck this, I'm going to LA.
Is there a sound for that? I don't know. Is there like an interesting sound for that? I don't know.
I only have 4 sound effects. See, if I had this is a stupid P4 Zoom, but if I had the Rode Rodecaster Pro 2 that I really want. But I can always play this. What? So I'll take it by your low growl that you don't like.
No, so I've been to LA. I've done it. I've done the thing. Okay, and I did it in two ways. I went down before I had papers, and I was going back and forth. Back and forth. I have a funny story about when I was interviewed by a manager I can share with you because Danny, you didn't enjoy it. But I went down without papers, and this was back in the 80s when you could kind of do that more, right? Now it's very different. And so, I was auditioning, but you still kind of needed to get papers. And, there was that thing of, well, you get a pilot, then you can get invited down. So, I was going back and forth. And then I actually got a pilot for a sitcom, and I was getting flown down for that. And I was like, okay, this was how I was going to get my papers. I'm sitting here with you today, so obviously that didn't go through. So then...
Wait, we're recording this from Los Feliz. What are you talking about?
Exactly. We're going to go to Earth Cafe after and, burn some candles and kumbaya together. Anyway...
Can I get a $23 avocado sub, please?
$750 avocado sandwich. Anyway, so then I, wanted to go down. I wanted to, it was on my bucket list. I was doing all kinds of guest stars up here. And so I was like, I'm going to get my papers. So I went and got my green card.
Right.
Now, I didn't know if I was going to get my green card. It, it costs money. And, so I was like, it costs a lot of money, and you got to be willing to do it. And you got to be, that's got to be your thing. And so when I did get the green card, they say it takes about a year for you to get it, and then you got to go. So I was like, I got some time. And then you go down. You have to live there 6 months out of the year. So you can't, and then you lose your status up here. So in terms of that, I was like, okay, but then what happened was when I went to apply for it, I went to Montreal. You had to fly to Montreal, but during that time there was an ice storm in Montreal, and my mom and I were there, and nobody showed up for their appointment. And my mom and I slipped and slide in the ice storm because I'm like, I'm fucking getting this fucking green card. We went in, we were the only ones there. So he's like, you're just gonna get it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Wow. And so I lucked out. And then because I was the only one that, because the ice storm lasted a long time, it got expedited. So I had to like move in 4 months and I wasn't quite ready.
Oh, crazy.
Wow.
Which was rough.
Yeah.
Which I drove down in my Neon with my brother.
Hell yeah.
And lived there for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, you are a small, tiny parasite in a very large pool of goldfish. And, you think it's hard here. It's really rough down there. So you guys are in a day and age of tapings. And, is there an aspect of being down in LA? You can have representation down there and be up here and still do tapings. I think you want to have more momentum and more of an invitation to go down there than just to pick up and go sometimes.
I see.
It can work that way too. I'm not saying don't do that. It can work. It's just tough. It's really tough. It's not an easy city to be in.
Right.
And I did it, and it was rough. It was rough.
And so would you say that it's probably a better time than ever to just, stay put, do your work here, and like the risk is less worth it than ever now?
Well,
to uproot yourself without that invitation?
Yeah, I think. I mean, it depends.
Without speaking in absolutes, of course.
Because it depends on your resume. It depends on your momentum. It depends on your representation. There's so many factors. So, for me to say, yeah, do that is just a small, minute answer to, variables.
Yeah.
Right. So it depends on the variables. But if you are, kind of have principles and maybe a couple guest stars and you don't have any representation in the States, and I would say stay here until you get more momentum, you get something that goes into a VIF or TIFF, or you've got some recurrings, or you've got some series regulars, or some kind of momentum, or you have a management down there that's going to help you get into that more before you uproot yourself, because it's expensive and it's tough. And,
I had my agent on the podcast a little while ago, Danielle Bilodeau, and I asked her where she thinks is the best place for actors to break into. And she said Vancouver. She said right now she thinks this is the best place to break in. Not necessarily stay forever or have the most success, but she thinks this is the best place to break in.
Yeah. And once you kind of get to that place, you'll know when it's time, and your agents will know. Yeah. They've been doing that for a long time, so, and the managers if you have managers in the States, they'll know as well. So, and listen, everybody's journey is different. You can't compare yourself to somebody else. There's so many different people giving different types of advice. And like I said, it depends on the variables for each person. So I'm just kind of talking in generality here, but
of course. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely something to think hard about.
Right. Did you have any local based Vancouver actor based questions, Megan?
Oh my God.
The child actor, Megan Charpentier.
I mean, yeah.
Explains it.
I guess you could go off of that too, like what you think, kind of for people breaking out of being a child actor into, more mature roles or more adult roles. Like, what kind of suggestions you'd have for them, or because I know there's a lot of people too that have done classes with you that were child actors and kind of broke out of it for a couple of years and then came back. Yeah.
I think it's exactly what you're doing. Going to classes and trying different things to break you out of your habits. Because when you're a child actor, you kind of rely on who you are. And then as you get older, it's something that you can't just rely on anymore. You got to kind of like open up the cobwebs and the
I know. Yeah, because for me, I'm starting to notice like I'm having trouble playing high school kids now.
Well, you did pretty good the other day.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think you're that 14-year-old Danny's still there.
Yes, unfortunately. Just
Especially
emotionally.
when you come walking down the street with a set of handcuffs like you did the other day.
Oh yeah, that was a fun audition. But yeah, like Megan, you're probably, the work that's coming at you is sort of like starting to change and about to change a lot, you know?
Yeah, I've noticed in the past couple years for sure. Like once I got out of 18, 19 into my 20s, I'm still going out for high school, as a lot of early 20s are, but it's also kind of breaking into the later 20s and kind of trying to switch from that into something for high school.
And then also how to play the high school stuff when you are older is different, you know? Before you could just be. Yeah, it's just...
You have to know things like Riz, Zesty.
What is the other one? Skibbity
toilet Riz. You have to say that. 6, 7. That's just saying numbers now is a thing. Yeah, the kids say.
It was like last year, people kept saying meet cute.
Meet cute.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And they're like, Deb, you know what meet cute is?
That's when you drop your books after you bump into a girl.
Oh.
Or does it mean something else now?
It's like slow motion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like, no. I don't get it.
Yeah. Deb doesn't meet cute.
No.
She met better.
Cute.
She met cute
long time ago.
Yeah. Deb's kind of living the actress's dream right now because she's married to an athlete.
Yeah.
That's what every actor really wants, right?
There you
to
go.
marry an athlete. Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of guys in our class are just looking to propose to Caitlin Clark one day. Let's see here. Let's say I'm a newer actor whose agent and friends have expressly recommended your classes and coaching. What can I do to get on your radar and get into your classes? And then there's follow-ups based on that. There are a lot of people who want in your classes, Deb. Just so you know. Do you know that? Do you have any idea?
I do. I've got a lot.
The word around about your classes is...
She's really good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I do. I have wait lists. I have long wait lists, you know, but returning students get first refusals. So
that's right.
So that's how it works, you know, because they're coming
back. When that
back.
clipboard comes around, it's like, oh, fuck, I better sign up again.
Yeah. And, you know, there's certain people want to get into just, if you want to train with me, then you got to get into whatever class that I have space in, you know, basically. Because, you know, people are like, well, we want to get into scene study. I'm like, well, I don't have room in scene study, but I have room in my other class.
Which one am I in? Is it scene study?
You're in scene study,
okay.
Yeah. So, you know, if I offer you my audition class, then get in my radar there. But I'm also like, you know, for me, you know, sometimes people want to just work with me just to say that they've worked with me rather than wanting to like really just be a better actor.
Right.
So there's
like they wouldn't even invite you on their podcast.
Never. No.
Fucking sons of bitches.
God damn it. So yeah, you know, yeah, and then it's referrals from agents and stuff. Does
that go a long way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Any agent or like
any agent?
Yeah.
Really.
Okay. Well, there's follow-ups to that question. Once I'm in, is it tough to be ousted? Is it easy to be ousted? Are you like, you know, when someone's in your class, like all they have to do is like try hard and you're like, cool, you can keep training or, you know, that's it.
I
You're
don't
just
really
looking for
know
effort.
what that means by ousted, but you know,
shot.
You know, unless you've, you know, it's in over your head and you need to go back to basics or something.
Yeah.
You know, which, you know, I do like a basics course twice a year via online because, you know, people want to get in. So I've got that happening soon, but it's full. But yeah, you know, and it just depends if you're not respectful and you're not rehearsing. Yeah, I'll oust you.
Hell yeah. Get them the fuck out of here.
Banished.
Yeah. You gone.
You've been banished.
What are you looking for or not looking for when it comes to longtime students? Like, I kind of feel like you just answered that in a way, but just people you want to work with. The vibes,
egos, egos, no, not wanting it super quickly, like understanding it's about the work. You can handle constructive criticism. You can handle it not just being pampered.
Yeah.
You know, I wish people told me a long time ago certain things that I wasn't doing instead of just the stuff that I was doing.
Like what?
Me? Oh, God. You want me to go on and on? We've only got a couple hours here. You know, just sort of finding certain aspects of my career that I needed to work on harder, you know. So I didn't discover the comedic side of myself till I was in my late 20s.
Just crazy to me because you seem like you belong on a sitcom like sometimes, you know, like you just have such good
It didn't really happen until I was in LA, the sitcom stuff. And when I was down there was when a particular casting director down there, Jill Anthony, her name is, and she was a really big fan of mine. She's like, why aren't you doing more comedy? And it kind of came more out of that.
Yeah.
Because Vancouver didn't have a lot of comedy. It was more like, I was always playing like the bitch and the
Right.
and the harder, more dramatic stuff. And so then it came out from there, which was really a pleasant surprise.
Getting more comedy here has been incredible the last like 5-10 years or whatever. Yeah. It's just, I don't know why we were such a graveyard for comedy for so long. I get that there's no studios here, which means no sitcoms here, but they don't even make sitcoms anymore. No. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I know. But I mean, it's definitely more than when I was in the, when horse and carriage days, it was definitely more comedy now. But yeah, I kind of wish I would have tapped into that earlier.
Yeah.
It's a big regret.
Okay. Getting silly. We got some funny scenes in your class.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know, Megan, are you like me that when you're in Deb's class, if you're not doing a comedy, that you can have incredible material, and then if someone's doing a comedy, I'm seething with jealousy watching them.
I'm always too easy for you, Danny.
They're getting laughs. So I'm like, fuck! I gotta go cry in a minute. People are
all the time.
I'm so mad. I want to die. But then I know I can't just be a jackass.
I know, like this month, Keith's like, "You're gonna give Danny a comedy." I'm like, "No, it's too easy." But Pillow Man is a little bit of a comedy.
I think it's funny, which I shouldn't admit out loud because I'll be sent to a crazy bin. But yeah, no, I mean, hey, that guy's funny writer. Come on, in Bruges, very funny.
I guess I can tack on a question. That
Please,
kind of fits into that. When you're deciding scenes for people in your scene study classes, do you if you've seen their work in the past, do you keep them in mind for particular scenes later on?
Yeah.
And do you have like a spreadsheet?
In my brain.
In your brain.
You a Google Docs gal?
Yeah. What the fuck is Google Docs?
You got Keynote? Huh? You using Keynote?
I do have a list, but I don't have spreadsheets, man. I mean, my brain doesn't work that way. It's just in my head. And then, I keep things in mind. Then I also kind of go like, well, what happened last month? And I'll see something. It could be one sentence in somebody, and I'll be like, we got to flip it up next month or something.
Yeah. Do you, I'm doing class next month. Do you have any idea what you might want to see me do next month?
I have an idea of a scene already that I want you to do. Let's see how you end on this month.
See how it all ends. I like this month. I like this material a lot, by the way. The Pillow Man. Fun romp for the whole family. Bring the kids. Let's see here. How has directing and instructing other actors informed or changed your own creative process? Because watching, one of the big surprises. I don't know, not surprises, but when I first started in classes, I'm like, I think I'm getting better by watching other people, which is such an obvious thing.
How can you not?
Yeah,
I think it's definitely made me in my own work. Have more ease and nuance and just that reflex. It's all about reflexes.
I don't know about you, but when I'm watching a bad movie, when I'm going through puberty on my own podcast, when I'm watching bad movies, I learn so much more about screenwriting than when, you can't watch Jurassic Park and be a good writer. You have to watch a dog shit movie where you're like, there's a plot hole there that made no sense. Nothing motivated that.
Yeah.
And then you know what to look like. That you're identifying the minds in the minefield a lot easier.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that it translates to watching performances as well. Not that you're watching bad ones.
It's the whole thing of that exercise and spinning the myelin and the reflex when you're around it all the time, right? So it just happens.
Yeah. Who's your favorite student? No, just kidding. Okay, you sort of asked this, but what do you wish you knew when you started acting? Like, you get a time machine, you're going to younger Deb, and you're gonna say, "For the love of God, do this."
Oh, for the love of God,
for the love of God, focus on this, do this. It can be your advice to actors today, stuff that you wish that
I gave up on myself a lot when I was younger.
You gave up on yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
I made excuses. That's why I'm so hard on people sometimes when I'm like, don't make an excuse. Just do it if you want this, because it can slip away very easily from you, you know? And then I think the other thing is get a really good team around you.
Yeah. A professional team, you mean? Yeah.
Have a good network of people around you, you know, and find that network and keep that network, because it's important.
Yeah. Do you mean like actors or pardon me, managers and agents?
Managers, agents, if you're going to have a publicist, if you're going to have an acting coach, get that around you, because it all feeds in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Megan, any deep thoughts for Deb? Any thoughts for Deb? Don't worry, I've got more.
I'm like, a lot of the things I've been thinking about asking, she's already answered.
I know, we're covering good ground here. We're flying.
There's good questions there.
I know I said most of these would be anonymous. I'm not gonna say this individual's name. We got a question here. Why is your husband so awesome?
I wonder who sent that. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one.
And you don't have to
Did
answer
Barry
that
Gilly
now.
send that?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That was an impressive email. You know, almost no spelling errors.
No opposable thumbs
Right.
either, and they still managed.
Yeah, that's right.
That's really good.
Let's see here. Do you think it's a better time to be an actor than it was in the 90s right now? Like, I can't tell if, like, because you hear so much. I don't know if there's way more opportunity than ever, or there's just more stuff than ever, and that means that the competition is higher. Like, there seems to be this weird combination of, like, there's more stuff shooting than ever, and it's busier than ever, but it's like, but you've got more competition than ever. And so is it a wash? Does it kind of all feel the same, if you're being honest?
It all feels the same.
Yeah? Oh, that's good.
It all feels the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That is such a parallel thing for me. Everyone always says that. And I'm like, I remember going into the room with, you know, I don't know, 12 people I'd see all the time, right? And then, like, you know, who books it is probably still the same people who are booking it now.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? I was on set, and there's a wonderful actress I'm working with, and she knows you, and she's like, you're the one for her who, like, booked all the stuff. And she was like, oh God, you know, like, Deb would always get the roles that I wanted or whatever.
She's the one on the show with you. Who is this person?
Just this one. I'll drop some names later. Some questions about your class schedule. Is class schedule pretty set? Would you ever add additional scene study classes? Would you ever switch night classes, day classes, anything like that? This is clearly from people who their work is keeping them out of class.
Let's
right
move
now.
on.
Oh no, that's that answer right there. Ever think of adding a deep stretch candle relaxation class? I did that at Oxygen Yoga. I thought that was real nice. Could get that in there. And then I've got even more questions on my phone here. Don't worry, this will come to an end eventually, Deb, I promise.
I did have someone recently ask with one of my online classes, can you change the class to 8 p.m.? I'm like, what? You know, there's like other people in class, right? That are,
it'll be okay with them.
that
right?
are, no, the class starts at like 5:30, but you want it changed to 8.
Yeah, I'll get right back to you on that one.
Can you imagine my face when I would write that?
Oh, this is a question I can't believe I almost forgot to ask you this. Your classes are filled with just really extraordinary talent. Like there are so many times, I think you can agree, where we're just watching people, we're like, Jesus Christ, like everyone is just killing it. Like December week 4 is out of control. The amount of it's out of control for a myriad of reasons, but yeah, but the talent in your class is, I mean, I'd be hard pressed to imagine, you know, an assembly of actors in another place in this city that are doing work that good. Sometimes when I'm watching scenes, I'm thinking about you, and I'm thinking, well, what's she even going to critique right now? When someone is up there and they are just killing it, do you ever struggle for things to critique? Are you ever like, oh shit, I gotta tell them to work on something, and it's so good?
No, I mean, I think, yeah, it's so good, but I think, you know, we always can improve.
Yeah.
And it could be something simply small as like a body language,
Right.
It could be anything, but
Yeah.
everyone kills it. I'm really proud of the people that I have. They work really hard, and you two included, and the work that goes into it. And it really, honestly, I get a tear in my eye sometimes. You guys always think I'm like, got no feelings, but sometimes in that corner, in my deep, dark depths of hell that I'm sitting there, I do tear up sometimes when I'm watching, seeing how wonderful everybody's doing, how much work they've put in. And I always say to everybody in those classes, this is the time that you reflect back on. You'll always remember this. I remember my scene study classes. I remember going to class in LA at Howard Fine Studios, way back when in the day. And, those were fun times.
Megan, do you find that like you're just as nervous to do well in Deb's class as you are when you're like on set and you've booked something?
100%.
Yeah. Like I'm trying as hard in your class as I do when when it's a credit and I'm like being paid. Yeah.
And honestly, like the first few classes I took, I thought that was a bad thing. And then the more that I've come, I'm like, no, that's good because it means that you care and it means that you're invested in what you're doing.
Well, yeah, because you're practice what you preach, right? And practice what you put into your work in rehearsals, what you're going to get out in, the real world. And so that pressure you need to put on yourself, you might as well practice that pressure because the pressure is usually what wrecks us.
Yeah. And it just gets you so much more used to when you're on set.
Yeah.
And you're like, you have that, I don't know.
That thing when you got to like go time and you're under pressure, you got to do it. You've done it. You've been spinning
doing
that
it all
mile,
month.
and that reflex is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easy to pop around. That's one of the issues that's been happening with some of the newer people in the city that when they get on set, they do these Zoom auditions, right? And they book from tape, and then they get on set, they can't bounce around. So, you got to work hard, and you got to like be able to like.
They're like, what's this guy holding a stick near me? That's the boom mic operator. He has to be
and
there.
So like
Tea on the ground.
but being able to take direction and pop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
The old redirect. Nail it, folks. Okay, only a few more, and then let's see here. I can go back to my dumb jokes. Let's see. How do you think your advice as an acting teacher stands out from other acting teachers? What do you think about that?
I think all acting teachers have great advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like come up training with other actors who were acting teachers in the city now as well? Like, were they like your contemporaries? And now
Some, and some have gone to not be acting anymore, and some have, live in other places, and
if you teach us, how do you deal with actors? No.
How do I deal with actors?
Yeah, I think we all know the answer to that.
Oh boy!
Again, J.K. Simmons, Whiplash,
The chair.
chair throwing cymbals at my
Fear
face.
the chair.
That's funny. How do I deal with actors?
Are there any acting methods you like or don't like?
Uta Hagen.
Gudahagen?
Uta Hagen.
Oh, Gesundheit. Wait, what was that?
Uta Hagen. She's a famous actress who has a method. It's all about circumstance, which I talked to you guys about. She's my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Because she gives you a bit of a formula, right? And I was going to be a kinesiologist, so I was like, taking physics and algebra and all that stuff. And so then when I was like going into acting, I had no formula, and I was standing there like in this ether going, I need something to grasp onto. Mm-hmm. And so her sort of outline is,
Is that kind of your like 15 questions that you send us?
Yeah.
Megan, do you know the 15 questions in order?
I'm going to test you guys after, so you should know it. Anyway.
I think I can. Where does the scene take place?
Oh.
Who is in the scene?
Daniel.
What do I as a character know about the other characters in the scene?
Oh, that's good.
What do the characters say about me? Based on my information in the script, do I believe what they say about me to be true? What do I know about myself that is true to this character? Fuck.
You're so close.
That got me to 7.
What are you doing in the scene?
What are you physically actually doing in the scene? There's it's not called replacement, but swapping the actor in the scene with someone. Substitution. That's right. I know there's
Objectives.
What is your character? Yeah, overall objective, scene objective, moments before, and where does your character have to be afterwards? What are they doing?
Damn.
That was impressive.
I might have forgot one or two, but
Damn.
He's really good.
he's really.
She's really good.
Thank you. I have it up in front of me right now. That was my best performance I've ever given.
That was
So
awful
good.
memory.
No, I know it. I do it for
So
everything.
good.
I do it for almost everything. What did you audition for the most and never book? What show did you audition for the most and never book? I think I know the answer.
X-Files. Yes.
Well, Deb, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, no.
You never booked the X-Files, so what I did was stay up all night last night instead of
my
working on an
God.
audition that's due in like 3 hours,
Did
by the way.
I
don't-
tell you that, or did you sculpt? Did you
I don't
sculpt
know.
It? You sculpted
Or
it.
did I know it all along? So what I did was I wrote an X-Files script so you
Nice.
can officially be in an X-Files episode.
Nice.
So there you go. Megan and I and you are now going to read my X-Files
Oh my God.
script. You are going to play a character named Flo Jogan. Flo Jogan. Megan will be Agent Dana Scully, and I will be Agent Fox Mulder. More like Fuck Smolder, am I right, ladies?
Smolder.
Fuck Smolder. Okay. Ahem. All right, we ready for this?
Wait. I need the breakdown for Flo.
Oh,
What is she?
okay.
Like, you got to give me something.
Flo, white blonde, a Deb Podowski type. She, she's like she seems like a normal, cool, but there's something sinister and otherworldly about her, which we will come to find out. Spoilers.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Exterior mansion day. Approaching the doorstep of a lavish home, we find FBI agents Fox Mulder and Dana Scully.
What are we doing here, Mulder? A woman running a podcast out of her basement is hardly a crime.
No, I told you, Scully. There's something strange about her show. I think she's brainwashing people.
What makes you think that?
I bought a 2-year subscription to a dick pill company called Throbinol after hearing a single ad for it on her pod, but my wiener works just fine.
I know, Mulder. We have a son together, according to Google.
Before they can ring the bell, the door swings open to reveal Flo Jogan.
May I help you?
Hello, ma'am. We're Special Agents Mulder and Scully, FBI. We investigate paranormal activity.
Unfortunately, those investigations only result in cool alien episodes once or twice a season. May we come in?
I'm not sure. I've never met anyone so monotone and intense at the same time. I can't tell if you two are really sleepy or really horny.
Ma'am, we're both. But we need to speak with you about your podcast.
Oh, I get it now. You're fans of my show, The Flo Jogan Experience. I'm sure you'd like a tour and selfie and an autographed pack of boner pills. Well, I'm in a good mood today. Follow me.
And then they follow her. Interior, Flo's podcast studio. Moments later, Flo shows off her impressive setup to the agents.
And this is a special device that allows me to instantaneously upload my podcast to a massive online network to distribute it to a light speed to the masses. It's called a 214 MacBook Air.
Fascinating. And what's this? He points to a high-tech motherboard.
Well, why don't you press a button and see for yourself?
My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Wow, that's actually super cool. But Miss Jogan, my partner here believes you may be brainwashing your listeners.
Brainwashing? That's ridiculous. My show is a nuanced and thoughtful exercise in playing dumb sound effects and doing Steve Urkel impressions.
I know, I've been listening. And while no one can deny that this podcast is very good and not at all bad, I believe something sinister is happening. After listening to your show once, I downloaded 6 different sports betting apps, bought 30 pairs of MeUndies, got a dozen new therapists on BetterHelp, and pledged $20 monthly to you on Cash App, Patreon, and OnlyFans.
Did you ever stop to think that I'm just really good at ad reads?
The only extracurriculars that Mulder participates in is staring blankly into the night sky, crying about his abducted sister, and figuring out how to look as sad as possible while still being fuckable. But all that other stuff, it's not like him. You're up to something, aren't you, Jogan?
No, I'm not. And I think you two should leave now.
As if in a trance, Mulder and Scully begin heading for the exit, almost against their own will. Scully, why are we leaving? Our investigation's not complete.
I don't know, Mulder. It's almost like she's guiding us, controlling us. She's not human. She's
an influencer. Slam, the door shuts. They turn to see Flo Jogan, an eerie grin across her face, shaking her head.
You just had to keep pushing, didn't you, you stupid fuck-ass bitch? Well, it's true. I'm an influencer. And once you spent all your money on whatever I tell you to buy, my planet of influencers will purchase your homes for pennies on the dollar. Earth will be fully under my influence quicker than you can squeeze into a pair of viral leggings and make your ass look dummy thick. But first, I have to tie up some loose ends.
Flo Jogan influences Mulder and Scully to raise their government-issued firearms at each other.
Any final words before I influence you motherfucking heads off?
We're done for, Scully. Looks like X-Files is finally going to be canceled.
Wait a minute, that's it. Mulder, what does every influencer really want?
Of course. Flo, we know you're only podcasting because you aren't doing what you really want, to be a film and TV actor.
How did you know that?
Come on. Who would still do a podcast if they booked enough work as an actor to stay busy? I know I wouldn't. I mean, if I wasn't on the X-Files, maybe I'd start a podcast just to stop myself from walking into the ocean with stones in my pockets, just to pass the time and pretend I was still expressing myself artistically when I'm actually just adding to an already infinite amount of brain-rotting content that's poisoning our minds and making the human race even more antisocial and idiotic with every single push of a button on a soundboard.
My bag, lick my
I think what my partner is trying to say is, if you let us go, we can offer you a recurring role on the next season of The X-Files, estimated 3-episode run.
Series regular.
You're Canadian, that's going to be tough.
All right. Recurring. Minimum 7 episodes. Guaranteed triple banger.
Honey wagon?
What did you just call me?
No, never mind. We have a deal. Exterior flows home moments later. Flo amicably waves goodbye to our agents.
See you on set, fellow thespians. Now I'll finally get respected like other influencers who tried acting like Paris Hilton, Logan Paul, and...
Flo giddily retreats back inside as Mulder and Scully reach their car. Well, Scully, I'd say we saved the day once again.
Yeah, but something feels off.
What do you mean, Scully?
Well, if Flo Jogan had the power to influence humans to do her bidding, why not influence the studio to cast her as an actor to begin with? I mean, why bother at all with the dumb podcast angle and selling ads? Wasn't that all a little pointless if she has mind control? Like, am I wrong, or is that a huge plot hole that doesn't really make any sense?
The end. Wow, Deb, you're finally in an X-Files episode.
I feel so honored. I feel like it's complete now.
The weight is off your shoulders.
It is.
Bucket list empty.
I've been needing that. So much.
Any final words for a palate cleanser for the huge waste of time that was after after getting actual good information from me the whole time? Anything that we didn't cover that you think is important for actors to know?
Yeah, maybe one thing.
Okay.
When you get an audition, read everything.
Read everything.
Know your slates.
Oh, yeah.
Know what they are. Know what you should wear. Know your prescription. Know the directors. Know the producers. Know everything. It will help you.
Know everything.
Yes.
That's good.
Front to back, top to bottom, every word.
Side to side.
Every single part of it. Okay, that's it. Megan, Deb, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Daniel.
Can't wait for people to hear it.
Woohoo!
And stay tuned for the next season.
She's really
of
good.
the
She's
X-Files.
really good.
She's really good.
Good timing.